Hey, church family, Ron Branscombe here. Hope you're having a blessed day. I get the pleasure of sharing a brief summary on chapter 4 of 2 Corinthians. A lot of items to cover, so I'm just going to take a few little items to address. Right there in the beginning, though, in verse 1, Paul references we do not lose heart, and that's a call to being courageous and to not being cowards or lacking courage. When God has put something on our heart, we should speak, and we should not hold back. And so, right off the bat in this particular chapter, Paul is referencing, "Do not lose heart. Be strong and courageous with God's word." And when Paul preached, his message was he preached humbly, he preached honestly. He preached an openly true gospel. There was no elaborate system or hidden mysteries within what he was preaching. He preached with integrity, and he also preached from the standpoint of he held himself responsible to God for what he was sharing. And so those items you see play out in this particular chapter, and you see it play out in all the letters that Paul wrote to the church during his ministry. You also have in verses 3 and 4, Paul references, whose minds the God of this age has blinded. And he's directly referencing Satan. And how applicable is that to today? And that's the beauty of God's word. Even when Paul was walking the earth and was in the ministry, the things that he was experiencing and dealing with are the very things we experience and deal today. That the God of this age, which is Satan for those who are unbelievers, he is constantly distracting and causing the unbelievers to basically perish and miss out. And so if you're tired of being blinded by the God of this age, by Satan, then put your faith in Jesus Christ. And we should be emboldened to not hold or hide the gospel. It should be on our heart to share. Verse 7 and then 8 through 12, Paul references earthen vessels, how as we walk this earth, we are earthen vessels. We hold the gospel of Jesus within us, and so we should be willing to freely share. And then Paul goes through a list of persecutions or things that he dealt with in the ministry, and I'm going to read them out to you. He was hard pressed on every side, yet not crushed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted but not forsaken, struck down but not destroyed. Paul had a hard life, but the ministry is not easy. He was a hunted man, but we should take encouragement in the fact of, with his ministry, those are the very things we will experience if we are out sharing the gospel. And if you're not experiencing those things, then you're flowing in life. You're that salmon that is swimming in the same direction as all the other salmon. I try to picture it as a salmon, we want to go in opposite direction, and that's sharing the gospel. Y'all have a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.